For centuries, blades have shaped the way people live, fight, and survive. They've been tools, symbols of power, and companions in the harshest conditions. But some knives go beyond simple utility. They are feared, respected, and sometimes even legendary. Today, we're counting down some of the most dangerous, effective, and uniquely designed knives on the planet. From traditional war blades that changed history to modern tactical beasts built for survival, you're about to see why these designs refuse to fade away. And trust me, some of these knives are more than tools. They're engineered for one thing above all else: performance. Kukri. The Kukri is one of the most recognizable blades in the world, and for good reason. At first glance, it looks unusual. Now the blade curves inward, almost like it's bending toward the wielder. But that curve is exactly why the Kukri is so effective. The weight naturally shifts forward, concentrating power right at the tip. That means every swing lands with the force of an axe, yet it's compact enough to use in close quarters. The Kukri comes from Nepal and became legendary in the hands of the Gurkha soldiers. These warriors carried it as both a weapon and a survival tool. One moment it could clear brush in the jungle, and the next it could deliver a devastating strike in combat. Its thick spine makes it durable, while the broad belly allows deep chopping. In skilled hands, a Kukri can split wood, butcher meat, or cut through bone in a single stroke. Few knives match its reputation for raw chopping power combined with versatility. Karambit. If the Kukri is a chopping powerhouse, the Karambit is a scalpel-turned weapon. This small, curved knife has its roots in Southeast Asia, where it began as a farming tool. But its claw-like shape quickly proved itself in self-defense. The curve makes it perfect for pull cuts, slicing toward the body, and that motion is incredibly efficient and difficult to block. Modern Karambits often feature a safety ring at the base of the handle. This allows the user to maintain control even when spinning or switching grips. In trained hands, a Karambit is lightning fast. Its cuts are shallow but vicious, designed to bleed an opponent out with repeated slashes rather than one heavy blow. While small compared to a Bowie or Kukri, the Karambit is terrifying in close quarters combat because it is agile, deceptive, and brutally efficient. Bowie Knife. The Bowie Knife is an American classic, forever tied to the legend of Jim Bowie. Large and intimidating, it's a knife that feels almost like a short sword. The blade typically has a clip point, a concave curve near the tip that makes it sharper for thrusting. Combined with its long cutting edge, this gives the Bowie impressive versatility. It can slash like a machete, stab like a dagger, and chop through heavy material when needed. On the frontier, the Bowie became more than a weapon. It was a symbol of survival. Hunters, explorers, and fighters relied on it for everything from skinning game to defending themselves in duels. A good Bowie is forged from tough steel that balances sharpness with durability. Its heavy blade carries momentum, turning each swing into a decisive strike. Even today, the Bowie remains one of the most iconic fighting knives ever created. Stiletto. Where the Bowie emphasizes size and versatility, the Stiletto focuses on one deadly purpose: piercing. Originating in Italy, the Stiletto is slender, narrow, and needle-sharp. It's not designed to chop or slice. Instead, its strength lies in thrusting. The thin profile slides easily between ribs or armor gaps, creating deep puncture wounds with minimal resistance. Because of this, stilettos became favorites among assassins and soldiers who needed a discreet yet lethal blade. Many models fold into compact forms, making them easy to conceal. While not as useful as a tool compared to a Bowie or Kukri, the stiletto excels in stealth and speed. When the goal is a fast, lethal strike, few knives are as effective as the stiletto. Fairbairn-Sykes fighting knife. During World War II, British commandos needed a knife built for silent close-quarters combat. The result was the Fairbairn-Sykes fighting knife, often simply called the FS Dagger. Slim, double-edged, and perfectly balanced, it was designed for thrusts that could penetrate clothing, soft armor, or flesh with ease. Its handle was crafted for control with grooves that allowed a secure grip even in chaotic encounters. The dagger was issued to elite units like the British SAS and the American OSS. It quickly earned a reputation as a soldier's last line of defense in deadly situations. Its simplicity is what made it so effective. No flashy features, just a blade optimized for fast, repeatable strikes when survival was on the line. Trench knife World War I introduced brutal trench warfare, where soldiers fought in cramped, muddy, and chaotic conditions. The trench knife was born from that environment. Unlike elegant daggers or versatile hunting knives, trench knives were built for sheer survival in close-quarters melee. Many designs included brass knuckles integrated into the handle, allowing the knife to double as a bludgeon. Some even had spikes protruding from the guard. The blades themselves were sturdy, meant for stabbing and slashing in tight spaces. A soldier armed with a trench knife had a weapon that combined a blade, brass knuckles, and sometimes even a spike in one package. It wasn't about finesse, but it was about giving soldiers an edge in life-or-death struggles. Machete. The machete is one of the most universal blades in the world. In tropical regions, it's primarily a tool, chopping through thick vegetation, harvesting crops, and splitting wood. But history has shown that in the wrong hands, a machete becomes a devastating weapon. Its long, wide blade carries massive cutting power. With one swing, it can sever limbs or deliver crippling wounds. The machete's strength lies in its simplicity. Forged from carbon steel, it's tough, easy to sharpen, and nearly indestructible. While it lacks the finesse of a dagger or the balance of a Bowie, its reach and chopping ability make it one of the most feared improvised weapons across the globe. Balisong, butterfly knife. Few knives are as mesmerizing to watch in motion as the Balisong or butterfly knife. Two handles rotate around the blade, allowing it to flip open with a flick of the wrist. This design isn't just flashy, it allows for rapid deployment and concealment. The Balisong originated in the Philippines, where it served as both a utility knife and a weapon. In skilled hands, it's fast and versatile, capable of slashes and thrusts with surprising efficiency. Because of its concealability and speed, the Balisong is restricted or banned in many regions. But enthusiasts still prize it for its mechanical beauty and the skill involved in mastering its unique opening techniques. Push dagger. The push dagger is small, simple, and brutally effective. Shaped like a letter T, it fits between the fingers with the blade protruding straight out. Unlike other knives that require a slicing motion, the push dagger is driven forward like a punch. That direct force translates into deep, penetrating strikes that can bypass clothing and even light armor. Its compact size makes it easy to conceal, while the grip design ensures it stays secure during rapid movements. The downside is limited reach, but in close combat, the push dagger is one of the most efficient and dangerous self-defense knives ever designed. Kris. The Kris, or Kris, is more than just a blade. It's a cultural icon across Southeast Asia. Its wavy, flame-like blade immediately sets it apart. But the design isn't just for looks. Those undulations create a longer cutting surface and cause unpredictable wound patterns. In combat, that meant strikes were more difficult to heal and often more devastating. Many krises are works of art, forged with intricate patterns and symbolic meaning. They were carried by warriors, used in duels, and even believed to hold spiritual power. A Kris could be both a sacred heirloom and a lethal weapon. That dual identity makes it one of the most fascinating knives in history. Dirk. The Dirk is a long, slender dagger that traces its roots to Scottish Highland warriors and naval officers. Unlike broader fighting knives, the Dirk was built for thrusting. Its length gave it reach, while its narrow point ensured precise penetration. Highlanders carried the Dirk as a sidearm alongside their swords, while naval officers used it as both a weapon and a symbol of rank. The design emphasized control and accuracy, making it effective for both combat and ceremonial use. Even today, modern Dirks maintain the same focus on balance and thrusting power. Tanto. The Tanto blade, inspired by Japanese short swords, is a masterclass in durability. Its most distinctive feature is the reinforced tip. While many knife points are prone to breaking under pressure, the Tanto is built to withstand piercing tough materials without snapping. In modern tactical use, Tantos are prized for breaching, prying, and stabbing tasks. Their geometry sacrifices some slicing efficiency but ensures reliable penetration and tip strength. For soldiers and operators who can't afford equipment failure, the Tanto remains a trusted design. Bayonet-few knives are as closely tied to the battlefield as the bayonet. Originally designed to turn a musket or rifle into a spear, the bayonet gave soldiers both reach and versatility. When firearms ran out of ammunition, the bayonet ensured a soldier was never defenseless. Modern bayonets serve multiple purposes: stabbing, cutting, and even utility tasks like opening crates or cutting wire. Built from hardened steel, they must endure extreme stress without failing. On the battlefield, bayonets provided not just a weapon, but also psychological impact. A bayonet charge could break enemy lines long before blades even touch flesh. Gut hook. Not every dangerous blade was designed for combat. The gut hook, originally intended for hunters, features a small sharpened hook on the spine of the blade. This allows it to slice open animal hides cleanly without puncturing organs. While primarily a tool, the gut hook demonstrates how specialized designs can be devastating in the right context. Its ability to open flesh with minimal effort makes it a reminder that even utility blades can carry dangerous potential. Tactical combat knife, generic. When people hear combat knife, they often think of a broad category rather than one specific design. Tactical combat knives share common traits: full tang construction for durability, tough steels for edge retention, textured grips for control, and guards to protect the hand. These knives are built with one philosophy in mind: reliability under extreme stress. They balance stabbing power with chopping ability, making them versatile in survival and combat situations. Whether used by soldiers, special forces, or outdoor adventurers, the tactical combat knife remains a trusted sidearm worldwide. Tops. Tom Brown Tracker. Some knives refuse to fit into a single category, and the Tom Brown Tracker is one of them. Designed by survival expert Tom Brown Jr., this knife combines features of multiple tools into one heavy-duty package. The blade has a wide belly for skinning, a thick spine for chopping and batoning, and a sharp tip for piercing. It even incorporates saw teeth for cutting wood. Outdoorsmen love it because it eliminates the need to carry multiple tools. Whether you're skinning an animal, building a shelter, or defending yourself, the Tracker is built to handle it all. Cold Steel Laredo Bowie. The Bowie design never disappeared, but Cold Steel gave it new life with the Laredo Bowie. This massive knife takes the classic design and builds it with modern tool steels, ensuring both durability and sharpness. The Laredo is large, heavy, and unapologetically aggressive. Its weight delivers crushing chopping power, while the clip point ensures excellent thrusting capability. With premium steel and a secure handle, it combines reach, momentum, and cutting ability into one formidable package. It's a modern knife that still honors its legendary roots. Cold Steel OSS. The Cold Steel OSS blends hunting practicality with modern combat requirements. Built with tough Japanese steels, it emphasizes control, strength, and safety. Features like sub-hilts and textured grips keep the knife locked in place during powerful cuts, reducing the risk of slipping. Designed to withstand heavy field use, the OSS can handle hunting tasks as easily as combat roles. Its sharp geometry makes it reliable for everything from skinning to deep thrust. This blend of utility and combat readiness gives the OSS its reputation as a dependable all-rounder. Tops. Wild Pig Hunter. Some knives are created with very specific challenges in mind. The Tops Wild Pig Hunter was built to face one of the toughest adversaries in nature: feral hogs. These animals are fast, aggressive, and extremely dangerous. Hunters needed a blade that could deliver deep, reliable penetration to stop them. The wild pig hunter's long, strong blade and textured grip provide exactly that. It's designed to remain secure even in messy, high-stress conditions. Built tough and tested in the field, it's a knife that proves itself against real-world threats. Cold Steel Recon. Tanto. The Recon Tanto is another modern classic. With a reinforced tip and aggressive cutting profile, it's a tactical knife built to survive the harshest conditions. Cold Steel uses durable steels like SK5, giving the blade both edge-holding ability and field, re-sharpening potential. Its full tang and rugged handle construction make it a favorite among military operators and survivalists. The Tanto-style point resists breakage during piercing, while the cutting edge delivers reliable slicing. It's a no-nonsense design trusted because it works when it matters most. From curve-bladed classics like the Kukri to specialized modern tools like the Recon Tanto, these knives tell stories that span centuries. They show us how culture, survival needs, and battlefield realities shape design. Some were ceremonial, others were survival tools, and many were engineered with a single goal: to win fights and keep their wielders alive. So, which one shocked you the most? Which knife would you carry, and which one would you never want to face? Drop your answer in the comments. If you learned something new today, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more deep dives into the gadgets and weapons that shape survival, defense, and adventure.